but they don't know Revit. Like that it is there in the market. They have a full senior, some 20, 30 years, yeah, some 15, 20 years experience is there. They are occupying the company and some many years they are working in that company. Even the company people, they are also not leaving him because he is a good engineer. He is working all projects, many projects he has been done some hundred of projects. But he don't know Revit. He can able to design the project in AutoCAD only because he is familiar with AutoCAD, fully familiar. So that time what they will do, you create in model, you can design in AutoCAD. By seeing the design, I will develop the model in 3D, BIM. So right now, many companies, the senior people, they are not able to work in Revit. They don't know Revit, BIM, but they are familiar with AutoCAD. So they are designing the project in AutoCAD, and that project we are getting, and by seeing that AutoCAD file, we are making a BIM model in live projects. So there are two types of input we are getting. One is Revit file, because some companies they know Revit very well, so they are designing directly in Revit. But fully design is not there because the overview design they are doing. In AutoCAD also, the fully design they will not do. They will do overall design. Because what are the components are coming, what type of dimension, what is the sizes, that it is only that information will be there. But for the exhibition purpose, for constructing purpose, what type of drawing we require, that information will be not there in that. Okay, so that file we will get in input here in live projects. But you have to develop that projects and you have to give the output file as a BIM model. You have to give the output file as a BIM model. Fully information model you have to give. Because the design file which you have received, it's not a fully information. Now you have to give the fully information by using that input file. So in live projects you will get two types of file. One is Revit design file and one more is AutoCAD file. The two types of file you will find here. Now come to existing projects. Existing projects also you will find input file, because here also we have to require input files. Without input files, output file is not possible. So here in existing projects, already 2D to 3D conversion, here AutoCAD file is the primary file. AutoCAD file. Some company they may give PDF file also, because they don't know, they don't have AutoCAD. Because when the project has been done, the client has given only the PDF file. So they have only PDF file. By seeing that PDF also you have to make the model. That is possible here in BIM. Okay, that also we can do it. Some company they may give some images file. That is JPG images, PNG images, pics like pic. Because some drawing they have drawn, that time they have taken some photograph. That is coming as a picture. So there is some company they may give that type of input files also to you to make the model in BIM. So you will get images file, and some company they may give hand sketch file also. Because when they started the project that time, they have developed the design by making hand sketch with the help of pencil, pen, rubber like that. But that is not accurate. But that's an overview. They have done. And that as per that sketch, they have developed the building. Some many floors they have constructed because they have good knowledge. The contractor also has worked like that also without information. Okay, so there are four types of file you will be getting 2D to 3D conversion. That is AutoCAD files, PDF files, images, and some hand sketches file to you. And you have to provide here the output file, because by seeing this input you have to create a BIM model. So here the output model is also you will get as a BIM model. Here live project also we are getting a BIM model. By existing project also you are getting a BIM model. So here this is the input file. For come to the point cloud projects, what are the input files? Here I already told you this scanning images will become as the raster images. So this raster images again we are converting and we are making a register. Register means properly we are setting, because when they are scanning we are taking what will happening, each and every year we are getting all the scan. It is not fully organized. It is not fully, means we can say segregation. It's not fully like that. So again, all these images we have to put properly, segregate. That we will call as a registration. We can say registration also. So some people who are doing this scanning, they are making this all scanning as registration, and by proper registration only one images will be assigned properly, because wherever the images are coming, that all images, scan images, they are assigning properly, and that proper information when we are getting, that we will call as a registration of scan images. So that registration of scanning images they are doing, and our here input file we will work here in this REVIT Autodesk Recap. Autodesk Recap is also one of the tool from Autodesk Recap. So with the help of that recap, we will able to create a model in BIM. Because here the input file is recap. Because the all scanning images, they are making a registration, and that registration all images they are importing into a recap file. And when the all images are coming in a recap with proper registration, so in recap also we can able to see all the building information in 3D view. But that is not a building model, but it's a 3D images, like that we can able to see in Autodesk Recap. It is separate tool like AutoCAD. But that tool is not for working, it's for not editing. That tool is for viewing the images only, scan images, that's all. We can take some dimension also in that tool, but that is not properly executing for editing. It's only viewing purpose. That images which is getting for the scan, that scanning images we have to able to see properly by making zoom and zoom out. If you are making a zoom, you will see like as a real-time images. It will be fine in recap. Okay, so like that, that is our input file in Scan2BIM. And some company they will give some images also. Images means live images. Some images file also you will find. Because the site they will take some photographs, they will take some pics, and that pics also they will share to us. Because if you are not able to see properly that images in Autodesk Recap properly, because you have to create a model, but the images is not clear, it is not visible properly. So that time what they will do, they will take a pic, and that pic it will be shared to you. By seeing that pic, you can have to create a model. So that is also one type of information you will get in point cloud. So this type of information when we are going to work it for BIM, so these are the input files we will get in point cloud. Okay, so there are only two types, Autodesk Recap and images files we will get in BIM. But in the market, there are many tools is also there. You have heard this word cyclone? Cyclone, there are many Autodesk, this what we will call some 3D modeling tool is also there in the market. They are also working images. They are also working scan projects. Some piping, oil and gas company people also they are working the scanning project. But here in our REVIT and BIM, we will take the images in Autodesk Recap only. With the help of recap only, we have to create the model. There are no other process we are doing, only we are taking recap file, and by seeing that recap file, we are creating the model, that's all. And if you are not finding properly recap file images, that you have to take separate images, external images you have to take, and by seeing that images, you have to create the model. So this type of projects also working in a market. But here what will happen, when we will create the model by seeing the images or some scanning your input data by using Autodesk Recap, but here our output model is not as a BIM, it's a REVIT model. Why? Because the scanning images will be not have fully information. Because what will happen, when you will take the scanning, you have to measure the wall, you have to measure the component. If it is coming some 90 mm means you have to take 90 mm. But that is correct or wrong, you don't know. That type of work we are working. It's some assumption model we are working in a scan to BIM. It's not a fully 100% model. We can't say. It's some 90% model we are developing. But 10% that is assumption we are doing. Maybe, may not be. Because you don't know the full information how the site is. Because the scan data, how it is coming, we are making a measurement, we are taking two lines and we are measuring that component, how much it is there. Because there is no texting, nothing, only images, that's all. But come to the here existing project AutoCAD, here everything will be in texting, text format will be there. By seeing the text, we are taking the measurement. Because already in text it is there. Some dimension is also there in the AutoCAD. But in scanning, there is no dimension, there is no texting, nothing will be there. So how it will work? You have to measure and again you have to put the text by yourself only. Maybe that is correct, may not be correct. So here 90% model only we are developing here in point flow, 90%. Not we can say 100% model, 90% model will become. Because many components maybe at site they maybe have some different sizes, but when come to the images, maybe your model you have developed some less size, maybe more size. It is not exactly matching as per the site. So that time we will call that is not 100%. But here come to AutoCAD and live projects, here we are doing newly or existing or some information already there. You are measuring and you are getting what all the information, that information we are making the model here. But here in images there is no information. That is the reason here we will call as a REVIT model, not BIM model. Because when the information comes, then only that model we will call as a BIM. But here the information is not coming. We are only developing the model, that's all. And after developing the model, again, if any information is there with you, that information you have to give to the model, that's all. But if you require more information, then you have to analyze the component more. Then only you will get more information. Like that it will be there here. Okay, so you just remember a scan to BIM project where when we are working, that is for REVIT model. Means it's a only 3D BIM model. Fully information it will be not come. But come to the live project and existing project, we are working fully because here all information is exist with you. So whatever the information is exist with you, you have to give the information. So that's the reason some company who is working for the live projects, so those companies when you will join any company and you are working a live project, new construction project, so you got a job, so your designation will become as a BIM engineer. Am I right? Because you are a designing and making the model. You are doing the design, you are analyzing all the aspects of design and you are creating the model and you are giving fully information about that model, and that model is going to be constructed at site fully as per your information. If you are giving some sizes, so same size it is going to be purchased in the market and that component is coming and it is executing. So as per your design, when the work is going, that work, that process, we will call as the engineering process. And you are doing that work, so your designation will be coming as a BIM engineer. If you are working for MEP, so BIM MEP engineer. You are working for architectural structure, so BIM architect structure engineer. You will remember, live project when we are working, that we will call as the engineering subjects. Engineering technically you are working because you are doing your own analyzing concept, everything, and you are giving the advices to the contractor or workers who is working. So you are doing the engineering here. So your designation is coming engineer. But when you are going to work for the existing project, you are not an engineer because the design already done. Someone has already existing, it has been done. And that existing drawing design has been done, that drawing you are taking and giving the model, that's all. So you will become a BIM modeler, not engineer. You are a modeler, that's all. So your designation will become as a modeler. You can see in the market, many companies are giving the advertisement. We have a required freshers, BIM modelers. Like that, some company they will give, we have a requirement with experience, 2 to 3 years experience, BIM engineer. Am I right? Some company they may be give, we require urgent requirement, we have freshers for the REVIT modelers. Have you seen this advertisement in the market? You can go LinkedIn or WhatsApp, Facebook, you will find this type of requirement. The companies are giving outside in the social media. So there is a difference is there, because some companies they are asking BIM engineer, means they are working in live projects. That is the reason they require the modelers, the engineers who can able to design the component properly, they can able to develop the model in BIM properly. So that information, that requirement they have, engineer requirement. But some company, they are working existing project like 2D to 3D conversion. They don't know engineers, they don't require engineers also. They require only modelers who can develop the model by seeing this AutoCAD file. That's all. If you find in AutoCAD file, if you find there is a mistakes is there in the drawing, if you find some design is mistake, but you can't rectify that design because already it is what is there in that AutoCAD file, you have to make the model. That's all. If it is wrong, also you have to develop the model. That's all. If you are going to correct it, what will happen? Your model is wrong. The client will not accept. He will say, no sir, it already existing, it has been done. Why you are making design change here? They will not accept. But in live project, you can make many changes. You can develop your own knowledge. If you are finding any difficulties, if you are finding any wrong design, you can develop that design also. You can give suggestion to the other designers also. So here in live project, you have a full right to do something in the project. But in the existing project, you don't have any right. Because already it is there, already done, it is working. Why you are changing, sir? You don't do the changes. You just make it same to same, that's all. So that's the reason we will call as a BIM modeler. Because you are creating a model, that's all. You are become a modeler, not engineer. When you are working in live project, then only you will be engineer. So companies, depend upon the companies only, they are working such a project. So you have to learn, because when you will see any social media requirement is there, some company they are asking modeler, means you have to remember in mind they are working in AutoCAD projects. That's the reason they require modelers, that's all. If you see any requirement they are asking BIM engineers, then you have to remember these companies are working live project. That is the reason they are asking engineers. You have to remember in this way. But if you are working, if you are getting a requirement in the market as a REVIT model, that's all. So then you have to think that this company is working in a scan to BIM, because there is no BIM, only REVIT model who can able to handle the model in REVIT, that's all, by seeing the images. Who can develop the model by seeing the images. So that designation you will get in the company as a REVIT modeler, whether you may be for MEP engineers or you may be from architecture engineer, but they need modelers, that's all. There is no BIM at all. But here, these three types of projects, when you will go for other company for jobs, other experience or freshers, there will be a huge difference will be there. The salary factor, money you will get less. Where you will get less money? Because you will get huge money, huge packages in live project company. Really. Because the company, they are working from initial to end. And your role of factor in that company, that project BIM, when you are appointed as a BIM engineer, your role will be a big. You will be have many responsibility. So you will be get more package.